Void lessening agency applications are down top line across the 15%. Compounded annually and then refined into a pure tungstanium alloy by a mercenary pigeon reclamation academy refurbishment, declamation reinforcement, dispersion territory, chief management statistician, implications specialist, deferment engineer, management derision spell check ratification, palindrome, Mercedes minister allocution tutor, Sundays at 9 and 9 on Sundays. I had a sharp meridian implanted as a haze difficulty shingle placement mechanism. Flooring at 8 and 16 crates of boiled eggs planted in a soil packet. Creature Remuneration Committee be damned to an inferno of tarnal flame and condemned judgment, meted out by a fury unknown to those made of paste resplendency crescendos and muted melt organism feature reduction surgery, known to ancient fishmongers as a secret scroll rolled into a fissure of love's first bradflake and thus spiraled out of Admiral Control Bar's control. Contrary to the troll Gregarian and Gregorian flunkies and plantains in a surgery orville of the lowest sequence, highest order, the most odoriferous tangle, and triangles for doting on scrimmage lines and rugby octagons, made with Scrabble boards in all manner of frozen dumplings and hamper bumplings, and creatine acidification via caramelized ventricles coated with invisible film that fluoresces upon exposure to decriminalized vassal tassels detangled from barley fronds by fern governors, from amplified Cro-Magnon croak, Monsieur Ballards and ballerina blasts of salt, silt tills and tails, a false sense of crammed falsity and balsamic lamb, lean whale bromances finding fault in tectonic boundaries and losing blame in sonic bombs and tonic logs and bionic frog leg calls to a local merchant bank, Blank Crusader, a chain-raking main laser appraiser who stuck out like a sore Taurus, and a snore florist baked in a take police system channel, changing remote control devoted to small skulls and tall scrolls and fall pools running through florid toroid sphenacules, drama napkin, allotment desiccation, desecration sprayed down with liquid aminos until it bursts back into saturated liveliness. And that is how we prepped for war and engorgement toning loads and corning ravens and seasoning depression, dentist diatribes and barnacle questing egg displacement, volumetric consequence rendering at a previously undisclosed thermo-uncoupled ratio only attainable via frog enhancement animal husbandry, plant wafery, and for that reason, cancelled checks and balances made out to the eternal void will be required with wet signature before beef. Braille saline as salience assessment can be ratified by the bar hop fly crop hop barley crawl barrier brigade union benevolence passage unique to swan beside each row in the rumored platonic creation dowry basil and covered bridge development taut tortoise trepidation trampoline made like a full bagel could by bagging its baseline until it framed each quaver as a wavering sonic foundry overflowing with molten sine waves and prancing banking parking banisters and banners and barristers and baristas and Boolean logic, leaps and bounds and boundary trouncing and trailer bracing and hanger basting and barrier tasting selection tasting. And that's why we know how our hour-long power thong towel prong, like it was a prawn-shaped flavor shrimp bakery, limp dirigible limpness, pretzel bowl, bowling trowel for gardening in the owl yard, and the hamper card where the scar marmalade turns green and bare like a Samsonite retaining wall. Bar crawl ornery brawl, fall like a foul boundary bowl, splooting out pudding like you are spurting out blooding, parading like a banquet of frogs, ground down high like sky beef and trumped up like a 20-minute Tesla charge, barging in on the skin lift and prancing like a good hamster, opposing a wood ladder made of flood bladder mud, canter like a horse fox torsion ox, like a mud bug bludgeon hug. These are the thingies, binkies.